employer still, stagnant, and historically, economists have shown that when we perform better in the agriculture sector, the economy takes off. It has a direct impact on our growth. Every additional million bales of cotton means 1% GDP growth of the economy, just the rule of thumb. And that sector, stagnant. No investments taking place. Foreign direct investment consistently declining. Unemployment on the rise. And what to talk about the hidden underemployment. Almost one third of the country living beneath the poverty line. And in some areas, the other day I was with the Prime Minister in a place called, district called Tharparkar. If you want to look at the poverty figures, I think 75% of the people live beneath the poverty line in that remote backward district. So it varies, but generally one third living beneath the poverty line. And poverty alleviation is one of the key objectives of Prime Minister Imran Khan's government. You've often heard him talk about the modern-day miracle of China, in which in the last 3 decades, something like 80 million people were lifted out of poverty. That's some achievement. And I was with him when he was meeting President Xi Jinping, and he said, "This is what I admire of your nation and your leadership, how you've done it in the last 3 decades. 80 million people out of poverty." So, in short, all the macroeconomic indicators pointing in the wrong direction. This is the Pakistan that we assume responsibility of on the 20th of August last year. Looking at this situation, looking at the challenging economic situation, my focus in the Foreign Office was immediately a redirection towards economic diplomacy. And we just held a first conference on economic diplomacy, and I wanted to acquaint officers of the Foreign Office that they have to play a role to promote investments and bilateral trade. This is an important priority of this government, and I want to see every mission of Pakistan contributing towards that. So economic diplomacy. For successful economic diplomacy and for revitalizing the economy, we need peace. We need peace in the neighborhood. That's a given. And what do we have? We have a challenging situation on the Western Front in Afghanistan. And we have a situation brewing on the Eastern Front. And you saw in the last few days what happened post-Pulwama. A war frenzy generated for political considerations. A political party not performing well, the economy not doing well, diverting the attention of the nation and creating a bogey. And Pakistan bashing is, is a vote getter on the eastern side. So what do? Create a situation to sort of enhance their electoral possibilities. But for us, for Pakistan, peace in Afghanistan is essential. We are contributing, and this government, we've seen, is facilitating peace and reconciliation in Afghanistan. It's not easy, never was easy, will not be easy, but progress is being made, and one is hopeful. On the eastern side, from day one, 26th of July, the first national address of the Prime Minister, he's addressing the Indians, and he says, you take one step towards peace, we will take two. The very first letter he writes to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he says, let the two foreign ministers meet on the sidelines in New York of the General Assembly and chart a way forward for peaceful coexistence. We have outstanding issues. They need to be resolved, but they can only be resolved through a dialogue, through engagement. And Pakistan wants to dialogue with you. Pakistan wants to engage with you. We were rebuffed, but we didn't give up. We continued with our peaceful gestures, and the Kartarpur corridor, the opening of the Kartarpur corridor is one example of our peace overture. With Iran, our third neighbor, a peaceful, stable border is our requirement. China, our other neighbor and our strategic partner, friend, a very good, sound relationship. But how to convert that relationship into an economic partnership is what we are looking at. And it is happening. It is happening because we are focusing, our priorities are different. The priorities of this government have been very clearly spelled out when we negotiated phase 2 of CPAC. And we have talked about how China can help Pakistan increase agricultural productivity through research and technology transfer. How China can relocate labor-intensive industry to Pakistan for employment generation and jobs for our youth. And mind you, 65% of our population falls in the category of youth. Expediting setting up special economic zones and attracting people to come and invest in these special economic zones. Obviously, this is different from the priorities of the last government. They had focused on metros and orange trains, which in our opinion would require subsidy from the taxpayer. And a country which is already in a fiscal deficit, this becomes increasingly difficult. Pakistan, in my opinion, can take advantage of its geo-strategic location for its economic uplift. We haven't given enough thought to that. And this government intends to focus on that. How to leverage our strategic location to attract investments into Pakistan. The Prime Minister has been focusing on attracting investments, and you've seen just a few weeks back the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia visiting Pakistan, visiting Islamabad, and signing MOUs worth $20 billion of investment in Pakistan. Inshallah, 10 days from now, on the 23rd of March, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Mahathir Mohamad, will be with us, accompanied by a large delegation of investors, Malaysian investors, that we interacted with when we were in KL, keen to invest in Pakistan. And I also know of the interest the UAE government has shown in investments, and they've sent a team to do the homework, the spade work, the research, and to identify areas which are attractive for their investments. I was in Qatar, and I can tell you, I can share with you, the Qataris have a plan of investing in the food processing industry of Pakistan. Because of the geographic proximity, they feel Pakistan can be a hub for agro products, and they can be sent to Doha, and from Doha they go all over the Gulf. They have a special arrangement, the GCC arrangement. So there are new opportunities being created, and this government wants to tap on them.